it's been a long journey, and now it's coming to an end. 8 years for us and for you more. Could you remember where you were when it all started 8 years ago as an actor and as a person? How much this experience changed you in a way?
Well, yes, it has had a huge effect, because I hadn't been on screen for nearly 10 years, I think. I was thinking possibly of leaving it behind, or that it might leave me behind. There was nothing being put in front of me that really excited me. And I'd moved to Wales, and I was renovating an old farm, setting up a little business there, and I was like, yeah, maybe that was it. You know, maybe I've done my time there. And then I spent all my money on the buildings, and I was like, okay, I need the right type of job. And then my agent gave me a call, and I was still reluctant, you know, going along, because I've been a bit of a reluctant actor, because it seems to take up a lot of time in life, whilst having a big love for it as well. I was brought up in an acting family, so there is a deep fondness, but also I'm quite passionate in a lot of other areas, and it takes you away from home. You're just living in another family, which is great. But so there was that's where I was at, and then it came along, and I didn't know what to think. I thought this could be terrible, and then I started to discover it wasn't terrible, and to really enjoy everything around me, and the cast, and the production, and the epic scale. And then I started to watch it, and I was like, oh, I'm really getting into this, you know. And then I didn't want to read the scripts when I got them, just Bronn's bit, so that I could just follow that journey. And I became a fan. I remember turning up after 3 years. I hadn't met, you know, Maisie Williams, because she was a bit my heroine. There's something she got in that character, and I remember being a bit starstruck, you know, when I walked into the makeup hall, because we didn't meet a lot of the other actors for quite a lot of the time, because I was just with Tyrion and Pod. So, and then the journey we went on, and to be involved in such quality, but also something that was going like exponentially each year, just, you know, global like it did. It was quite like a Disney ride in that sense, but really, and a really beautiful family to be part of, and some of the kids, you know, were growing up in that show. So it's been, and now, you know, so we never saw that coming, that sort of success, you know. It's been a joy, and personally, I'm now in a, you know, there's nice stuff being put in front of me. I still have to audition, and, you know, I won't get most of it, but at least I'm, you know, people are interested in seeing me, and doors are opening that just weren't open before. And also, there's many, you know, the time we're living in, there's a lot to fight for and campaign for, and it's opened doors for me in that way, so I can get involved in heart projects to do with the environment and animals and children, and that balances it all out for me.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier your relationship with Tyrion in the series. And we know Bronn is a mercenary and is loyal to whoever pays him best, most. But we were a little sad to see Tyrion and Bronn parting ways, because their bantering was hilarious. Since we've seen many reunions in the first episode, there will be another reunion. We can expect some sort of redemption from Bronn, or you can tell.
Redemption? What would Bronn have to redemp about? I wonder. Well, we've already had a reunion with him and Tyrion, which was nice and long overdue. And I can't tell you about any other reunions. You nearly got me there.
Yes, was a way. Anyway, I wouldn't want to know it. But
exactly.
About how the show will end, or
I do know, because I do know. Yes, we all sat around and we had to read the last season together. I couldn't get out of that one.
Yeah. And did you expect to last for the entire duration of the show, since there were many deaths, unexpected deaths, and your character in the books wasn't so important?
He wasn't.
Expanded it for you?
Yeah, no, I was so happy every season, you know, when I discovered Bronn was coming back. But I didn't know that death was going to be quite, you know, that so many main characters each season were going to be lost. So I think also the fact that he's not fighting for the throne and that he's got a great sense of humor, that's what kept him safe.
Yeah, and being so now widely recognized all around the world, has some negative aspects. I mean, I read that the actor who plays Podrick is great by fans, because people sometimes don't know the difference between the character and the person who plays it, and so they can be the fans, I mean.
Yeah, well, I put a hat on, and Bronn, you know, I'm blonde naturally, so Bronn, it takes the edge off. If when I was dark, there was a lot more. But, you know, it does mean that I can, wherever I travel, also, you know, that people generally are very friendly to me. You know, I mustn't get that confused with thinking that I'm important, because I'm not. But at least there's a channel there, and sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. You might be with somebody and having, you know, just in something, and then suddenly somebody wants a photo. But there's nothing you can do about that. You have to kind of accept that and treat it as a, you know, never kind of fight against it. And, you know, I've got a rule now, mostly in public, I like to shake hands and look people in the eye rather than just have a photo, because it's actually more personal. And, but that's what comes with it, you know, if you're in something that successful. If you like, it's a price you pay, but there's also so many gifts that I'm not going to complain.